Good evening. Here we are, February 21st. Oh my goodness. I'm going to back this up for a second so you guys can watch me shuffle a little bit and it's not so awkward. I have decided to do another full moon or new moon in Pisces card read because I really wanted to do this one last night and I was tired. I had financial fundamentals, kind of wears me out. I'm not a financial person. Anyway, it's a course I'm taking. And so I couldn't find it last night and I found it this morning and I made sure I saved it. So I could do it with you guys. I hope you had a great day today. It's a beautiful day here in Nova Scotia. And really I had a 2-hour nap, which doesn't sound very productive, but sometimes your body needs to rest. And I find the new moon tiring for me. It really zaps my energy. And I do need to release that tonight. If you want to know how to release new moon energy, let me know. As you can see, I'm trying better ways to shuffle these cards because I just can't do the full pack yet. I think I'm getting better. Comment below if you think I'm getting better at this. Okay, so the new moon in Pisces is it's really a time to let your imagination run wild and dream big. So I want you to tap into your intuition, set some big intentions, and bring your visions to life, okay? So this spread is from a girl I follow, and what's her name? Bridget? I think if you follow somebody, you should know their name. Let me find it. Yes. Oh, excuse me, Bridget. Oh, excuse me again. Bridget is her name. I don't want to stop. I just want to keep going. So that's what we're going to do. Sometimes spirit speaks to you in funny ways. Sometimes spirit speaks to you in sneezing. Sometimes speaks to you in yawning. Sometimes you feel tingling in your head. So spirit's just trying to tell me something. I'll figure that out later. So we're going to do this spread with the new moon in Pisces. And since no cards are jumping out at me, and we know that's my favorite, I'm going to have to draw them. So 1, we're going to do it different. 2, 3. Last night's spread was like a fish. This one's different. 3, 4, 5, 6. So that gives us a little bit different in our deck. We're going to put our deck up here. Okay, so our first card, we're wondering about how we connect more deeply with intuition. So I'm going to flip this one over, and it is the Hanged Man. And this is a really interesting card. It's in the Major Arcana. It means you're a little bit in limbo. Not much is happening. You're just kind of hanging out, waiting for things to happen. The universe is asking you to surrender and trust divine timing and have patience, and that things won't happen on your watch. It doesn't mean you're hanged. It just means you're just kind of in a holding pattern, like you would be hanged upside down. So that's what the Hanged Man is. That is the 12th card in the Major Arcana. It's a very interesting card. How does this relate to your intuition is probably what you're asking for. And I think maybe you are connected with your intuition and you're waiting for things to happen. So why don't you pick a sign? So when I say pick a sign, this will help you connect more deeply with your intuition. So pick a sign. I'll tell you a story. In the fall sometime, I went to the Mystic Fair and had my cards read by my friend Emily. And Emily said my spirit guides were trying to contact me in my reading, and I needed to pick a sign so I would know when they were contacting me. And so I've done this before, and sometimes you forget things, you know them, but you forget things. And so I picked my sign, as I always have, and it was a dragonfly. Okay, so here, the end of October, the beginning of November, you are not going to see a dragonfly. But that very same day, I went to a craft fair with my oldest son, and there was a display, and it was all dragonflies. And that was my sign. And so now every time I say, am I on the right path? I see dragonflies. I see them come up on Facebook in pictures. I see them in the weirdest places. And I'm like, give it up. There's dragonflies. I asked this morning, and I was cleaning my closet, and I had totally forgotten and found a Chinese jacket that has dragonflies all over it. So I want you to pick an object, something that maybe means something to you, something obscure that you're not going to see in your everyday anyway. And that will help you with the Hanged Man. So that will get you out of the universe, and it will help you connect with your intuition, because we're all intuitive. Some are better connected than others, and you can learn to be more connected. Okay, so what can I do to align with my highest good? That's all great. You're in limbo, but you want to connect to your highest good. And this is the Death card. It's time to close a door and move forward, because your higher good is in front of you. You need to rebirth and start anew. The future is in a new section of life, and you need to let go. And that's how you're going to connect with your highest good. You're going to let go of things that no longer serve you. I love the Death card. It is like one of my favorite cards, and nowhere does it mean that you're going to die. It just means something that you've been hanging on to needs to be out of your life, right? It could be a friendship. It could be, oh my gosh, this is a big one for me as well. It could be self-talk. Your self-talk has been really bad, and you need to close that door and change it. And it could be a little bit painful for you, but you need to do this. So that's how you can align yourself with the highest good, is getting rid of those things, having some closure, and not going back, looking forward. All right, what am I currently manifesting in your life? Right now, you're currently manifesting. We have the King of Swords. And if you've watched my videos, the kings are all about power. And he's kind of looking to the left and looking back a little bit, but he is in power of his intellect. And as you can see in the card, there is an owl to show wisdom. He's sitting there pondering about his past a little bit. So to manifest your best life, sometimes you need to sit and you need to think. And you might need to think about past things, and like I said, let them go and move on. So when you're looking to the left, it means you're looking in the past. When you're looking to the right, it means you're looking to the future. So he's kind of looking to the past for, what did I do in the past that worked and that didn't work? What lessons did I learn? But he is in the power to govern his intellect. He's not letting his thoughts run away. You are making grave decisions, and that is great. So sometimes you need to stop and pause and think, okay, so I did X in the past and that didn't work for me, so I'm not going to do that again. I'm going to do Y. This is for, how can I align my emotions to support positive manifestations? And this is amazing. So to align your emotions, I am going to read this in reverse. Reverse cards aren't my favorite, but I will read it in reverse. It's the Seven of Swords. So the seven tells me you need to be patient, and you may need to make choices, and that you have spiritual and ambition. But the swords tell me that you're thinking. So you might have been too patient, and now you need to get moving. So if you want to manifest things, you need to stop thinking about it and start doing. You need to move forward. You have thought inside. So now let's get it out into the physical world a little bit and talk about what you want. You're not going to manifest anything if you're not talking about it. If you're not doing something to move it forward, you have to do that. You have to move it forward. And you need to stop making choices and stop thinking, and you have lots of ambition. So let's move it forward. Let's come from the inside and go to the outside. Oh my goodness. What is a new creative project I'm being called on now? And that is the Three of Wands. And as you can see, she is looking, she is not thinking about her past. She's got her surfboard. She's all up in her root chakra. And she is going forward. A 3 is all about growth. So if you want new creative projects, you need to start some growth and expansion. You might need a collaboration, but you need to find your fire and your passion. You need to work on some strength and some inspiration. And yeah, the new creative projects are going to come in. So there's something creative coming to you that might be a collaboration with something. It's going to help you with growth. It's going to help you either with personal growth, financial growth. There's growth somewhere. As you can see, she's ready. She's ready to take on that lake. She's ready to do something. So think about what you're ready to do and what creative projects you're ready to do, and you're going to move on from there. And our last card in this spread is, how can I further develop my spiritual practice? And oh my goodness, what a great card. So that is the World. I want you to feel, to further develop your spiritual practice, I want you to feel one with the universe, right? You are an amazing being and the universe wants you to succeed, right? You have learned the lessons, you have done the hard work, know that in your spiritual practice. And, trust the lessons and trust yourself. And that's how you can further develop your spiritual practice. Another way is by booking a tarot card reading with me. And we can do a personalized one for you. I hope this spoke to you tonight. If it did, could you leave a comment down below? Or you could leave a question if it didn't. This reading is not for everybody. If you see it, maybe it was meant for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I will be back tomorrow night with another reading. Bye-bye for now.